Welcome to 2020 Destroy It With Science. I'm Mitch.
And I am Tessa.
And we are here to destroy it with science. And this is the thing about us. We are professionals.
Yeah, what you're about to see is definitely not dangerous.
And rest assured, we know what we're doing.
Absolutely. And what we are doing is we are taking all of your negative feelings, all of your frustrations and anguish about 2020, and we're going to destroy it with science.
Yeah! Now, I'm sure all of us are still familiar with the principle of the conservation of matter. Maybe you're familiar with it because you remember it from high school chemistry.
Yeah, totally.
Or maybe you Googled it 5 minutes before you came on camera and found out about Antoine Lavoisier, a prominent French chemist born August 26, 1743. But of course, the principle states matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. But of course, since Lavoisier was French, it originally stated, matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. And that's the thing. All of the matter, all of the stuff that the world is made out of has existed long before us. It'll exist long after us through huge disasters like earthquakes, volcanoes, asteroids. That time the waiter said to me, enjoy your mozzarella sticks. And I said, you too. All of these disasters matter has persevered through. And everything is made out of matter. Even you. You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
Hey, you matter.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyhow, the world is constantly renewing and reinventing things. For example, every single drop of water that you have ever drunk was once peed out by a dinosaur.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Every little bit of water, all of the rain.
Dinosaur pee.
All of the swimming pools.
Dinosaur pee.
All of the water in your faucets.
Dinosaur pee.
Absolutely. So we're all just washing our hands in the good old dinosaur pee. And it is science that has helped us understand how it turned from dinosaur pee into the clear, fresh drinking water we have today, which you can only kind of detect the dinosaur pee in. And it's science that has allowed us to turn that into something even better, like a hot toddy.
Yes, or maybe like a cold toddy.
Or le sparkling water with essence of orange. Anyhow, that's what we're going to do with your grievances. We are going to transform them into awesome experiments. But I'm kind of done with talking. Let's make something explode, okay?
All right. So for our very first experiment, we have a banana on which we have written no hugging. All right. And this goes out in particular to Mary Ann, who's sad that her daughter can't hang out with her friends. And we're going to take this no hugging banana and dunk it into this liquid nitrogen right here. Now, all of you at home looking through your screens, we would like you to take all of the frustration you felt with not being able to hug your loved ones, not being able to high five your friends, not being able to, booty bump your neighbor, whatever it is you want to do that we can't do right now. We want you to channel all of that loneliness and frustration into this banana. So not only is this banana being super cooled down to about negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit, it is also absorbing all of those negative feelings that you have. You feel that? They're leaving you. They're entering this banana. This no hugging banana is taking all your negative feelings. And you might wonder, is that scientifically accurate? Well, we don't know. One thing science has a hard time understanding is feelings. What are they? I don't know. All right, so this banana is now getting supercharged. Ooh, yes. I can feel all the negative feelings in that banana with my science spatula. Grabbers, whatever this is.
Tongs.
And Tessa, what do you think we should do with this no hugging banana?
You know, I think that we should refer to an old scientific technique. You know, I'm really inspired by the laws of kinetic energy and the laws of momentum. And Mitch, you know, really what I think we should do with that negative feeling banana is we should smash it on the ground.
Yeah, let's take this banana and let's smash it. Yeah! Take that banana. Yeah! We chew. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see it again in slow motion.
Anyhow, there are a lot more grievances to get through. So if you follow me right over here, I have a couple of grievances about sports. Dear old Grant is really upset that he can't see the Broncos, and Marion is just upset that she can't see live sports. And in a perfect world, I would blast those bad things out into space, but we don't have the budget for that yet. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put them inside this vacuum chamber. And I'm going to turn on a pump. It's going to be a little bit loud. But what's going to happen is I'm going to use this pump to suck all of the air out of this vacuum chamber. And when I suck all of the air out of this vacuum chamber, the air inside of the balloon will have a little bit more energy. There won't be so much weighing down on it. So the air molecules can expand bigger and bigger and bigger. And let's see what happens to our love of sports. Oh. Huh. There we go. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, I am so sorry, live sports. But those aren't the only grievances. Christy, we understand that you were really sad that you couldn't go to Thanksgiving. And Amanda, your Italian Christmas sounds amazing. I am so sorry that you're not going to be able to get to do that this year. Let's see what happens. We put the holidays inside the vacuum chamber and take all of the air away from around it. Here we go. Oh, there it is expanding. There's all the Noels. Oh, the turkey was burnt this year. Oh, jingle bells. Oh, jingle bells. Oh, jingle all the way. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Your holiday spirit is flooding. Oh, and then 2020 crushes it. I'm so sorry. Finally, you know, we've all been in a really high pressure environment for all of 2020. And now we have the possibility of getting rid of that high pressure environment and putting it in a low pressure environment. Because really, if we look back on the year, it was a doozy. I mean, in January, there were the Australian wildfires. In February, we learned about the novel coronavirus. March, we went into lockdown. You know, April, there was Tiger King, and that was fun to watch, but what about the tigers, okay? And in May, there were murder hornets, and by June, you know, it was supposed to be all over, and we were supposed to all be free, but no. And then in July, that hurricane hit land for the first time. Remember the hurricane? And then in August, we were all supposed to go outside, and we were supposed to swim, and there were supposed to be reservoirs, and then in September, the schools didn't start, so the kids were stuck at home. And then November, the election, it just feels like a lot of pressure, you know? Back to you, Mitch.
Yes, thank you, Tessa. Now, in just a few thousand years, humanity has done amazing things with science. We invented the wheel. We put people on the moon. Scientists were even able to magnetize a frog and cause it to levitate. But all of these achievements pale in comparison to science's greatest achievement. I am, of course, talking about lasers. Pew, 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 pew. That's right. And not just any wimpy laser pointer. We have a serious laser. According to the sketchy Korean website we bought this laser from, the beam should be visible up to 9 miles away. And what better way to deal with your grievances from 2020 than to blast them with lasers? All right, so here we have some grievances on these balloons. This one right here is from Dina, and it says, I am sick of my hands always drying out from using all that hand sanitizer. I agree. And you know what, dry hands? Eat laser! And this green one says on it, I just want to go dancing. I completely agree. Okay, no dancing, eat laser! And up here we have, I'm tired of not being able to go to Target and sniff all the candles, from Anonymous. I think we can all understand that, Anonymous. I have not smelled a good verbena in I don't know how long. So I don't think this town's big enough for all of us not smelling the candles at Target. So why don't you just draw? And here, we've got some rapid fire grievances. I'm sad my daughter isn't able to hang out with her friends. Gustavo says, going out to eat and having other people do all the cooking. I hate cooking. Mary and John miss live theater. Oh, wow. Do we really understand that one? Rochelle, we miss museum camps. We do too. And this one says, we miss going to the movies. All right, you grievances. It's been enough. Let's blast you with the laser. Okay, this is okay. We knew this might happen. What color is that balloon?
Pink.
That balloon is pink. It's a light color. I thought it was going to happen with the blue balloon. The blue balloon appears blue to us because it is reflecting back all the blue light. This incredibly powerful laser is just blue light. That pink one is just stubborn. But luckily, I was prepared for this. We also have humanity's very first attempt at inventing the laser, the pointed stick. Take that, kid, go to the movies. Yeah! Back to you, Tessa.
That was some really good science, Mitch. And here's the thing about 2020, it's not all the big grievances that matter. It's that these little things, they build up into big things. For example, a rubber band actually only exerts 1,651 joules per kilogram of pressure, which isn't very much, even though it sounds like a lot. However, when all these things build up, it turns into a whole lot of pressure. So like Anonymous, you missed your annual trip to visit your family in Germany. That stinks. It adds a little bit more pressure. Robert, you have to smell your own breath inside of a mask. Ugh. That's a lot of pressure.
The worst. And Adam wrote in, and Adam is sad that the dinosaurs are still extinct.
That's a lot of pressure. I'm really annoyed because my boyfriend ate the coleslaw out of my fridge.
I understand that. My mask gives me a little line of zits right along the top of it.
Yeah, my boyfriend also drank my wine.
I wish I could go out dancing, just like we had said before.
And my boyfriend then spilled that wine on my bed.
Yeah, there's no salsa dancing.
And then he left all of his little whiskers on the sink in the bathroom.
There's no swing dancing.
And then he ate the rest of my lunch.
There's no dancing to early 90s hip hop.
I think that we should see if this will explode. What do you think?
Okay, let's see.
All right. No dice.
Should I punch it harder?
Yeah, punch it harder. Mitch, just in, I heard the magic word.
Oh, somebody's written in the magic word. It's the magic word. The magic word is toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
And this goes out to those of you who miss live theater in particular.
Yeah,
We're going to present
John
a short piece entitled Tessa versus the toilet paper shortage. Take it away, Tessa. It's an interpretive dance and a story. Oh, it's beautiful. Such commitment.
Lights up. No toilet paper in the Walgreens. So sad. Where has all the toilet paper gone? It will never come back. I don't understand. When will there be toilet paper again? Never. It has fled. I would be like the most happening girl in March. Am I right? Let's back to the watermelon. All right. We're adding little bits of pressure. It's starting to crack. A little bit of juice on top.
The fun and annoying thing about this experiment is you never know when you're going to hit the threshold, and the watermelon will split and explode in dramatic fashion. And if it doesn't happen, we always have smashing it on the floor, a time-honored scientific technique to figure out the stresses on things. I believe
we're nearing that point. What do you think?
I think we are nearing that point.
All right. Give it
one more.
One more smack.
Did it blow? No.
Oh my God, it still didn't blow. It's time to smash it on the ground!
Oh my gosh.
And
we leave behind a ball of rubber bands.
Because that wasn't instantly gratifying, we have a little bit of more instant gratification. Now, these carefully balanced Kiva planks are like your grievances. We can't get to all of them, but imagine that each brick in the Kiva Tower is another one of your grievance. And 2020 is like launching rockets at you. So this one says, your coworker's dog's on Zoom calls. Isn't that nice? It alleviates a little bit of pressure.
These rockets are some of the good things from 2020 that we're going to fire at some of the bad things. This rocket is titled Hope. All right, Hope.
Oh! Hope prevails. This rocket is entitled Friendship.
All right, the launching of the Friendship.
Oh, this one is Perseverance.
Perseverance, also the name of the new rover that's going to land on Mars next February. Just fun little tidbit. Perseverance, away!
Almost.
Okay.
Hope
that doesn't happen with the rover on Mars.
This is food delivery. I know it's been getting a lot of us through these trying times.
All right, food delivery. We believe in you.
Oh! this one is that Netflix has endless programming.
These rockets are really amazing. It's just whoever's aiming the rockets. We're not sure who that is. We're going to check with management and see if we can get our rockets aimed by someone slightly more competent. Maybe we should just shoot the rockets more directly.
That's a great idea. You know, this one is hope. It's honing in. It's going in. And
yeah!
What have you got?
This one is 28 and beyond.
Yeah, you know, that's
All
important.
Right.
Oh my gosh. That was very strong.
Well, Tessa, it's time for the fist of the future to take down all those grievances. Yeah! All right. All right. So we want to acknowledge something here, and that's that we have been focusing on the more trivial grievances, the things that are fun and silly to make jokes about. But we do want to acknowledge that 2020 has held some very real tragedy for a lot of people. And that when really horrible things happen, when the world comes in crisis, we also see a lot of really amazing and good things happen. As Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. And in 2020, along with all of these terrible things, we have also seen healthcare workers are a great example. And let's be honest, even not in crisis, they've been working 30-hour shifts and always putting their health and safety on the line to help other people. But also we've seen communities come together. We've seen people deliver food to their neighbors. We've seen millions of people take to the street to protest systemic injustices. And all of these things, all of this kindness, all of this community is always there, like the water vapor in this room. And sometimes it just takes something like this super cooled water that is causing the water vapor to condense in a cloud around it to make it more visible. And in a moment of crisis, represented by this hot water, you see all of these good things come out. The crisis does not create all this hope and kindness and love. It just makes it more obvious. And so in a time of crisis, you're able to see a huge cloud of kindness and caring. And so just remember that every moment of kindness makes the world a better place.
And here's the thing about all of this, about putting all of our frustration and tragedy into these objects, which we've now destroyed. It's like Mitch and I were saying at the beginning, we are made of dinosaur pee and star stuff. And so all of this tragedy that is now physically scattered around us on the ground, it's going to change. And then it's going to change again and change again until the eventual heat death of the universe. And even before the inevitable heat death of the universe, it's going to change into things that are so cool, we can't even imagine them. But what's really incredible is that in our little blip of a lifetime, we have some say in what those frustrations turn into. Like all of you watching today, we know that you have had hard times this year. We know because we have literally just destroyed them all. But despite those hard times, you are still here and you are donating to the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. And by doing so, you know, you're allowing us in the future to continue to teach kids and to continue to research the natural world around us and to find cooler ways to blow stuff up. So you are all the catalyst that are driving this world into a more wonderful, sustainable future. You are the catalyst, like this potassium iodide solution, which I'm now going to add to a 30% peroxide solution mixed with a little bit of dish soap and some food coloring. And let's see what kind of future you're going to make for us. Oh, isn't it bright? Isn't it beautiful? Ooh. And I'm out of potassium iodide. Ah.
Wow.
Wow. That's a beautiful future that you've all created. So we're just incredibly happy that the Denver Museum of Nature and Science could be here for you this year, so full of hardships, and that the Denver Museum of Nature and Science will continue to be here in years future.
That's right. And now we'd like to hand it over to Adam to close our wonderful Day of Colorado Gives Day programming.
Tessa, Mitch, thank you so much. I already feel better. I feel like a light weight has been lifted. And thank you to all of you for joining us for this program today. While we might have just destroyed a bunch of your 2020 grievances, our Colorado Gives Day Museum Rewind programming continues the rest of the evening right on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you haven't already, I can ask you to consider giving generously during this Colorado Gives Day. Today only, you have the opportunity to maximize your end of year giving through two incentives, one being a $10,000 dollar-for-dollar match that a generous museum supporter is helping us with, on top of the Community First Foundation's $1 million matching grant. If you're giving an end of the year tax deductible donation, we ask that you consider giving today by going to coloradogives.org/DMNS or texting DMNS to 51555. Thank you to everyone who helped make today possible and to everyone who helped make these recordings possible. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that you don't get to see every day that bring these amazing programs to your living room, to your screens. And we're really thankful for your support that make all of this possible. Again, we hope you join us at coloradogives.com/DMNS or text DMNS to 51555 to give generously today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you the rest of the day.
Woo! Yeah! Give it up for Topsy the Triceratops! Woo! 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 Yeah! He's Topsy! He's a dinosaur! This song doesn't require us to get royalties, because I made it up about Topsy the Triceratops! Yeah! 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 Woo! Are we still live? I don't know. Should we keep dancing? We'll keep dancing.
Maybe we should put a rubber ball and some liquid nitrogen. What do you think?
Little known fact about Triceratopses is they really had the moves.
We know that this is an adolescent Triceratops. Do you want to know how? Its attitude.
Oh!
But actually the shape of its horns. Oh my God.
Very well done. Amazing. That was just like a sprint.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Oof.
I know.
Felt crazy on the inside.
Literally crushed it.
Hey.
That confetti is a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
elbow.
Yay! Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Totally.
very fun. It felt like it lasted about 5 seconds for me.
I felt like,
you?
well, and it kind of did. And then I was like, oh God, 10 minutes?
Oh, I could have smashed more things.